If you're looking for a lovely place to take your family on a leisurely tropical vacation, there aren't many places we recommend more than Marco Island in Southwest Florida. This sun-drenched Marco Island is the little slice of paradise you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking to read a book on the beach, spend the day on the water, cast your reel into the emerald blue Floridian waters, or much, much more, Marco Island is one of the premier destinations in the Sunshine State. So join Viewcation as we tell you about the best things to do on Marco Island. Marco Island Historical Museum. To learn a bit about the island's rich past, head to the Historical Museum. Since opening in 2010, Marco Island's Historical Museum has been educating visitors about the region's indigenous Calusa tribe. So if you wanted to see what life was really like before Florida was colonized, this museum should be right up your alley. It features artifacts unearthed from archaeological digs that date back to the late 19th century. One of the museum's rooms features a life-size replica display of a real Calusa village. Other exhibits give guests a glimpse into the area's history, going back to its beginnings as a Native American settlement. Over the years, it evolved into a fishing village, pineapple plantation, and later a clam cannery before the island saw rapid expansion in the 60s. The museum's grounds are also well worth taking some time to investigate. Landscaped water features, native plants, and a gazebo are just a few things available to explore. 10,000 Islands. Marco Island is situated within what's known as the 10,000 Islands, an island chain littered with mangrove inlets that's located between the mouth of the Lossmans River and Cape Romano. If you're interested in paying the Everglades a visit, we highly recommend renting a kayak and taking a journey from the 10,000 Islands to the Everglades. Along your watery route, you'll encounter remote and deserted barrier islands to stop and explore, in addition to diverse wildlife and a few of the most gorgeous beaches in Florida. There are plenty of tour companies to choose from that offer kayak outings, but we recommend taking one offered by a guide knowledgeable about the flora and fauna in the region. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. The Florida Domes. One of the most interesting attractions on Marco Island is the Florida Domes. These appropriately named structures were once the home to an eccentric millionaire seeking out the serenity of beach life. These peculiar-looking dome structures now offer shade and shelter for birds and other marine life. You can only access the domes via boat, and they are now protected as part of a nature preserve. Over the years, erosion has chipped away at the structure, and the domes are now almost entirely reclaimed by the environment. Even though the interior of the domes are now underwater, they make for one heck of an artificial reef for fish and other aquatic critters. Chances are you'll probably even see some locals using the area as a fishing spot. The domes can be found in Cape Romano. If you've ever been curious about how powerful nature can be, especially in the age of climate change, this hidden gem is definitely worth taking the time to see. Otter Mound Preserve. The locals call this place Indian Hills, but on maps it's listed as Otter Mound Preserve. Either way, if you ask around, you shouldn't have any trouble getting directions. Otter Mound was created by the Calusa people centuries ago. For hundreds of years, they piled all of their discarded seashells left over from their meals. In time, this massive pile of shells grew to covering more than 80 acres. Visitors hoping to see this incredible man-made structure can visit the preserve and hike along the shade-covered trails that meander through the yellow elder, strangler fig, and gumbo limbo trees. Be on the lookout for native Floridian wildlife like armadillos, opossums, and bobcats. Just make sure you always treat the indigenous animal life with respect by giving them their space. Briggs Boardwalk Nature Center. The Conservancy of Southwest Florida maintains this fantastic nature center. It's comprised of a mile-long boardwalk that loops around to showcase several habitats that make up one complex ecosystem. If you're an avid birdwatcher, be sure to bring a pair of decent binoculars. Signs indicate the various species of flora and fauna you can spot in the various habitats, making for a straightforward, self-guided tour. Be sure to nab a few photos to document your adventures. You can get to the boardwalk by driving 9 miles on US 951 from Marco Island. Marco Island Farmers Market. Running every Wednesday between mid-November to mid-April, the Marco Island Farmers Market is one of the best seasonal attractions in Florida. It opens at 7:30 a.m. and is open till 1. Here you'll find an excellent selection of the local flavor. Not only is it one of our favorite farmers markets in Florida, but it's also one of our favorite things to do on Marco Island. By spending your money at the market, you'll be supporting local artisans, farmers, and businesses. There is something for everyone to love about the market. Dozens of booths and stands offer items like fresh produce, handmade crafts, succulent seafood, delicious preserves, artfully arranged flowers, and other treats. Hibiscus Golf Club. There are more than 90 golf courses in and around Marco Island. That means this region is a golf lover's dream. Only 30 of these courses are open to the public, but even at that, you should have no trouble hitting the links and making a day of trying to beat your low score. Our favorite course is the Hibiscus Golf Club. The club's full 18-hole course caters to both low and high handicap players, so you're guaranteed to have a blast. It features numerous water features, bunkered greens, and lush, wide fairways. A full round will cost you $45, while 9 holes cost $25. The club also offers professional instruction via the Dennis Meyer Golf School. Meyer is a PGA pro named Teacher of the Year in 1999 and 2016. After spending the day on the links, enjoy a tasty meal or beverage at Aaron's Isle Restaurant and Lounge. Tin City. If you've got a hole burning in your pocket and need to indulge in a bit of good old-fashioned retail therapy, head on over to Tin City for an eclectic shopping experience like none other. This open-aired specialty shopping district offers a variety of waterfront shops divvied up into 4 buildings. You'll find shops that sell food, antiques, wine, crafts, seashells, and plenty of other trinkets and keepsakes to take back home with you. Plus, if you forget to pack your swimsuit or a towel, you'll find plenty of those at one of Tin City's surf shops. It's also a great place to charter a boat trip out to tour Naples. Tin City boasts 30 boutique shops, but that's not all they have. Celebrity chef Art Smith's 1500 South restaurant offers southern comfort foods, tasty cocktails, fine wine, and ice-cold beer. Then you can grab a frozen treat at Tin City's ice cream shop. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think you'll ever go to Marco Island? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.